Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you some Warwick mid lane. It's actually ridiculously broken with all the heal cut nerfs and durability buffs. He's just impossible to kill, at least 1 versus 1. Even if you get ganked, as long as you have barrier, you'll be fine. Your passive heals you a crap load, the lower you are on health as well. Plus, we have the second wind healing us, the D-shield healing us, the revitalize healing us. It's just impossible to kill, you'll see. It's really funny playing it against range champions because they get super frustrated when their auto attacks don't kill you and then they'll force something. We're up against a Varus. Against range champs, you have to play the early game slow. Against melee champs, you can kind of just all in them and they can't fight you because Warwick's Warwick. So things like Talon, Zed, Diana, Echo mid, you'll do really well against. Against the range champs, you'll end up last hitting them and giving your team, oftentimes, look at that legendary creep block, oftentimes giving your team more value in team fights, especially if you have the bigger backline. Here we don't have the bigger backline, so the late game will be kind of hard for us. If you have something like a Twitch or a 𝐒𝐿, it's really easy. You can just pill, but we'll see. As long as we outlast hit this guy and we don't die, it should be an easy dub. Auto attack Q. They can get you below half health, but it's very easy for you to get back past half health because your passive heals you 250% when you're below a quarter health. So gets your W level 2 for the bonus attack speed. It helps with last hitting. This guy loves autoing us, and we are up CS on him. That's really good. When we have a minion that's low, we know we can step up for one of his minions because he's not going to want to drop a CS just to auto us. We're going to auto that. And I wanted to get on top of him, but he didn't give me the opportunity there. Found a good grasp trade. He doesn't have barrier or anything. We barriered for it. Get off the auto. Down he goes. And that's what happens a lot of times. They get greedy and they're like, oh, I've been bowling this guy, I've been dominating him, I have him low. And then you can find a good opening where they're shoved up too far and you take the fight. If he had Ignite, I probably wouldn't have done it, but he took TP Flash. He's being a big greedy boy. And he has first strike, so he's only so strong. First item you want to go for is usually Tiamat. It gives you a lot of power to shove the wave, which is really, really important. That way you can roam if you need to, and it also puts pressure on them because you can outpush them, therefore they're hitting you less because they're trying to catch back up in CS. It's kind of like homework. You've already finished your homework, they haven't finished theirs, and they're behind. So if they try to attack you, they miss out. And if they don't attack you, well, then you get to roam on them. You want to max your Q first. Warwick mid, Warwick jungle, you always go for the W max first. I could low-key kill Diana there. Might have actually had a chance in doing that. Varus is bowling us a bit though. Our grasp is up. We know exactly where the Diana is. Get the Q attached. We get the fear. This guy's in trouble. Auto attack Q. Auto attack. There we go. He had minion advantage there too, and HP advantage to start it with. So funny. He's gonna get really frustrated. I would unmute the chat, but people were saying the most annoying things. Like, you wouldn't believe it. There's a dude on our team whose name is like 29-year-old virgin, and he just kept spam typing, I'm 29 years old and my life is over. So he's just being annoying. So we'll unmute it here after we kill him again because I'm curious to see if Varus has anything to say. Our R is up. We can immediately look for that. We're going to auto attack Q through, get the fear. He's almost dead now. Oh, man. Now I can shove in the wave and look for a recall. Warwick is really easy to last hit on since your passive gives you extra on hit damage. It's not often that you miss a CS unless you just attack too late rather than too early. A little nervous to actually dive him because he's pounding corruption potions. I think it's best we just reset. Top lane's kind of gankable. We don't have our R. I'm also sitting on Tiamat, which is a really big deal. We'll go back for the Tiamat. We'll grab boots. We'll grab that. You don't really need potions because your second win, your D shield, your passive healing, your Q healing, and your R healing. If you find that you really need potions, you're probably taking too much damage for a single minion. And yeah, you just need to gauge it. If you can tell you're going to take a lot of, like, way too much damage for a single minion, then don't go for it. Like, none of your minions are low and they're standing on your throat, don't go in for the minion. Ultimately, you shouldn't really need a refill. Really just need Tiamat. Now we can Giga dump waves. Yeah, we'll go push top here. Nice, getting the blood set. Diana is only level 5. She's going for my type of build. She shouldn't have taken Conqueror on that on-hit build. Wish I had R. Auto attack Q. Always auto attack then Q reset. We need to dump this wave because Irelia has minion advantage. If we don't dump this, by the time Irelia gets back, her wave's going to be crashing underneath their turret, which would be really bad for her. So whether she realizes it or not, like, I needed to push this. She had like 3 more range creeps and it was gonna, yeah, literally by the time she got there, it would be doing this. But now we sped that up. The wave will reset. She probably should have just gone mid, honestly. Catch that wave. She would have been there right about now. It's fine. Our R is up. We can handle Varus. We want to try to build up a grass before we jump on him. Get that extra damage in. Another point in our W. Now we can kind of just push him off the minions. He's scared that we're going to R him. Auto attack Q. Yeah, no meaningful damage there. Now we can roam top while our wave is going back. It's a cannon wave too, so we have quite a bit of time.
I really need to sneeze.
I'll plug my nose for you. That's how much I care about you guys. I'm gonna Q through. Didn't need to R. And I am going to finish shoving this. It's the same issue where the wave's going to be in a really bad spot for Irelia if I don't. Just with where it was at, it was going to get frozen on her. So she goes back mid. That's fine. Varus is really far behind, so that might actually be best. Oh, Diana wants to fight. She may just want the minions. I'm gonna get pinched here pretty hard. Auto attack Q reset. She does have Conqueror, which is annoying. Conqueror is better than press attack in a fight to the death, so it's possibly not the best fight in the world to take. I'll help him take this. We could R him. I don't know if we could actually kill him though, even with how squishy as he is. He's basically underneath turret as well. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like he's trying to decide whether or not he wants to push. I'll wait for this next wave to show up and then I'll dump it. He's missing quite a bit of CS right now though because he's scared we're gonna R him. I do have the bonus movement speed from a blood scent, so faster you're moving, the more range your R has. As you see this circle fluctuate, I can reach him from pretty far away. She's just gonna think I reacted really fast to that. Now she uses her sweeper. That's funny. Nice job. Bot lane gets a kill. And now we dump this. Varus uses his TP to get back so he doesn't miss minions. We don't need to do that, obviously. I think Diana's going bot. We'll use our W to run it down. That was a really tough spot for 𝐒𝐿ista. 𝐒𝐿ista's probably just dead. She needs to... Oh yeah, she's just dead. Auto attack Q through, get the fear backwards, but she's on Ghost right now, so I can't really keep up with her. Yeah, it sucks. I think Silas missed his knockup. I think Diana played it decently well. Verse is going to get some plates out of that. It's kind of annoying. Diana's going for the Sunfire on hit build, but she went Conquer, which I think the lethal tempo is better. Diana has huge attack speed steroid in her kit. That's funny. Nice try, Varus. That's freaking hilarious. Auto attack Q through, get the fear. See, that's what I'm saying. These ranged people will literally get so butthurt. I want to see if he says anything, because it's really frustrating. I've played against this before, and I've played as it before, and most ranged champions just don't have the damage output to cut through your healing. It's hilarious. So she's full Sunfire now and team out. I need to spend my gold. I'm sitting on nearly 4K. It's gonna be interesting. I wonder if we can actually solo Diana, because we don't have Conqueror or Lethal Tempo. Conqueror or Lethal Tempo are the two best keystones in the game for full HP fights to the death. It'll be kind of interesting. She's scrapping it down. Silas is going to get eaten alive. Silas support's super cheesy. I think it's a bad version of playing Braum. Braum or like Alistair. Diana's taking some damage. I'm really big here. This is doable. She doesn't have ghost resets either. Auto attack Q reset into fear. Mord's popping off. Whip him with the R. He doesn't have flash, so we can hold on to Q till we can't reach him with the autos, and we can reach him this whole time, so we're going to hold on to it. Q outranges your autos. If I didn't know that his flash was on cooldown from earlier, I would have just... Oh no, I missed cannon off that rip. Diana 100 kills? What is he talking about? Oh, Eternals. I don't even look at Eternals at all. It's not something I really look for. Got some plates. It's another perk of going for a Tiamat, like Titanic. As you shove down the waves, it gives you plate taking power with this build. We're low, but not low enough for him to kill. Our next wave is really far away, and obviously so is his. It's the same thing. So we have time to back. It's also a cannon wave, so it's going to take him longer to kill. He's going for AP Varus. AP Varus is fun, but I don't think it's that good right now. It's a really weak niche version of Xerath. Like, Xerath has more range consistently, way more AoE damage, lower cooldowns. But it is fun, I'll say that much. Who knows, maybe I'll do a video on it. Oh, he was afraid we were gonna R that. Probably shouldn't even bothered using my E. We heal so much once we're below half L. Yeah, look at that movement speed, dude. It's gnarly. We'll come up behind him. He doesn't have flash. Hit him with that W. Got it. He doesn't have R either. He's just dead. It's another downside to Varus mid. It's immobile. If you're up against something that can close distance, it's super risky. Look at that demolish. Whoocha! Gangplank's so cute, dude, with that barrel damage. It'll start to get scary once he has 2 or 3 items, but for now it doesn't really matter that much. You can go for Chem Tank with this build. Chem Tank's a really good engage tool. If they have multiple melee champions, I still think Sunfire's better though, because it gives you way more damage output. It also gives you more stats, like more armor and magic resist and whatnot. Auto attack Q reset. Ward's popping off. Pop my W. It's not worth it. Gotta go for the Diana. She's on my turret. I wonder what she's doing there. I'll attack Q. I'll fear her away. There's no reason to all in right there. She red smited me too, which is basically exhaust. It's 20 or 30% damage reduction she takes from me. Less damage she takes. Looking at her items, we should be able to fight this. Auto attack Q through. Try to get the double fear. Don't quite get the double. Hey, Renata. Gonna hold down Q out of R so she dies. Or so I get the attachment immediately after she comes out. So even if she flashes. Auto attack Q through. The fear did not connect, unfortunately. Or if it did, he oranged it. Auto attack Q reset. Yeah, I think he used his orange on it. He came out immediately. Yeah, this game's over, dude. It's over. These guys are in big trouble. They do outscale, though. 𝐒𝐿ista falls off. We fall off a little bit. Mord falls off a little bit. Silas falls off. Their whole team scales, except for AP Varus. Pretty funny. Auto attack Q reset. We don't have the minions for that. They're just range creeps. Sitting on nearly 3k gold. Woo-wee. That was a lot. We can finish up our Sunfire and get a huge chunk of Dead Man's Force Nature or Vistage. Get him with that fear. He oranges it like immediately. It's like a script or something. Oh, he missed the plant. He was dashing and it was wanting me to auto it, but he dashed slightly too far. Oh, he's probably trying to use his support item. I want to reset. Spend this gold. I'm feeling against their team. They're super physical damage heavy. I'm thinking the move is probably Dead Man's or Frozen Heart. I think Frozen Heart's really good. 20 ability haste, bunch of armor, mana, reduces their attack speed by 20% nearby enemy champs, and reduces incoming damage to us, which is pretty nice. Their team's very auto attack based with the Xayah, Diana, a little bit from GP, a little bit from the Varus. So Frozen Heart should be really good, and we already have 2 HP items, so it's not like we'll be squishy. Auto attack into the Q. Oh, that Renata R though. I don't really want to R Diana. I want to use it as gap close here. Oh, she just flash R, Q through, get the fear. Nice. Yeah, once I unmute them, no one is saying anything. No one has nothing to say all of a sudden. They know too much. Attack Q reset. Oh, that Varus damage, dude, so scary. Such high damage, bruh. Couldn't hold that sneeze in any longer. Pulled the muscle in my back on that one. No reason to dive. Can play for Drag Soul. Probably just group on the Mord. I didn't realize he had a Herald out. Diana, she is pretty fat. She's 10 kills. She has good CS too. Her items are equivalent to mine right now in terms of gold spent. 𝐒𝐿ista ends up getting the kill. I think Titanic's a huge mistake on Diana jungle though. I don't think that makes sense. I would never do that. If you guys are wanting to play on a hit Giga carry Diana, you should check out my recent video on it. I have the perfect build for 1v9. Most damage dealt by far that game, and I had taken the most damage by like 3 times over if you include self-mitigated. It's really broken. It was a long game too. It wasn't just me stomping and then the FF 20-minute mark. It's a long game. Close game. With tank on hit, tanky on hit, Shredder Diana, she's really hard to peel off your carries. Because she has double dashes, and she has her R, so... A lot of champions only have one gap close tool, so once they use it, it's hard for them to really go anywhere. Seriously, Japepi. Attack Q. Oh... My teammates are nearby. Yeah, I'll just fear them both away. They don't really get anything off that. We still have our R barrier, and they burned an ignite for that. We'll pop W. I'll attack Q through. Oh, I don't really want to be on Diana right now. She's so tanky. Can we get to this chick? Yeah, she's a goner. I'm gonna run down this other person. Oh my gosh, that's so unfortunate. It's a wild fight with Renata casting that zombie mode on our teammates. If they get a kill or assist before they die in zombie mode, they come back to life. We had to finish hitting her because of that. Lethal tempo would work on Warwick mid, but pressy attack or grasp is more consistent. Against range matchups, pressy attack might be a little bit better. The grasp is still pretty good. It does really well in team fights too. Really long drawn out scraps like we're having this game. I can't stay, I don't have a teammate. It's time for Frozen Heart, and then we'll go for... I guess we'll go Death's Dance. Death's Dance is actually an insane item right now. They've nerfed heal cut over and over and over and over for Ignite and heal cut items. Ignite used to be an instant 60% heal cut. Now it's only 40%. That's ridiculous. And then the other items, I believe, reflect that same thing, which is just basically being crap. Yeah, 40%. Situationally 40%. Otherwise, it's only 25% heal cut on the other heal cut items. It's so bad. Basically, any item that gives you healing is really good right now. Or in champions that have a lot of self-healing. Still have my barrier. Damn, close to gotten that last spear in me. Bonk. His orange is on cooldown, feels bad for him. Auto attack Q. Got him on his flash. Feels bad for Diana. Mord's tanking right now. Holy crap. He's really tanky. 3k HP. We'll take less damage from the turret with our E. It's less damage from all sources. We could probably end here. Minimum, we'd get 2 base turrets. I don't think my teammates want to end, though. That sucks. It's only Xayah and Renata Turd Biscuit, so I think we could handle that. There's nothing wrong with pulling off, though. It's playing it safe. This is the safer play for sure, because we're not risking throwing away shutdown golds. Let's go in for that reset. We'll grab in, I say, Oracle Lens and Death's Dance. Holy moly, we're strong. We're so strong. We have 55 ability haste. Death's Dance gives 15. This gives 20. This gives 20. Black Cleaver would be the perfect item on Warwick if Warwick's abilities did physical damage, but his Q, passive, and R are magic damage. Otherwise, Black Cleaver would be insane on him to get the extra shred plus 30 ability haste. That's the biggest thing holding back this champion, I'd say. Swap his damage type to AD on his abilities, and he would be insane. That's a triple fear. Dodge the barrel by walking forward. Auto attack Q through. Got it. Yeah, what is he gonna do? He can't do anything about it. What are you gonna do, boy? What are you gonna do? Get the fear. And we're still under the turret. We're still tanking it. It just doesn't matter. Diana decided she wasn't going to group. She's probably mad because she played well and her teammates not so much. I had a lot of fun. We'll take a look at the graphs. I have a feeling we were top 3 most damage dealt and probably most damage taken if you include self-mitigated. Let's see. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we did have the most in the game. That's fantastic. For damage taken, Diana had a little bit more, but if we look at self-mitigated, oh my goodness, yeah, tanky on-hit Diana is insane. She took more damage than us when we were getting our face pounded in by Varus for the first half of the game. That's incredible. I mean, to be fair, she is getting pounded in by monsters the whole time. Still, she took and self-mitigated more. But we were the most damage dealt, and we were the second most damage taken. I'm happy with that. This is the value we got out of our runes. Pretty high. Press the attack is a decent option, but usually grasp is a little bit safer. A little bit of extra healing and still decent damage. For your final items, you just get more tanky style survivability, whether it be Force Nature, Dead Man's, or Spirit Visage. Those are all fairly reasonable. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.